All right, Pisces. Pisces rising, those with their moons in Pisces. Welcome to November 2025, or shall we say Scorpio season, which actually started on October 22nd. So you might be feeling some effects already. And it lasts until November 21st. So we're going to be talking about your astrology and we're going to be pulling some of our cards as well, and with a special guest tarot deck as well. And if you're new to my channel, thanks for joining me today. I appreciate your time. My name is Trina. I'm your intuitive guide with a chakra vibe, helping you navigate life's energies. All right, Pisces. So this is a speaking and expanding your horizons. And if you speak it, it will come, right? And this is because the sun is traveling through your ninth house during Scorpio season, and the ninth house is a lot about expanding your belief systems, expanding your horizons in some way. Sometimes that's through education, and sometimes that's through travel. Sometimes that's through reading and learning. Or maybe you, Pisces, in November are becoming the teacher, the guru. Okay, but there's lots of action about, it could be travel too for some of you as well. We'll talk more about that, but there's lots of this writing and publishing vibe with the ninth house, publishing your work, publishing a new lead magnet, a new course for your business, publishing your new oracle cards, your new tarot deck, all sorts of things like that, right? And it can be, for some of you, it's going back to school to get your master's, doctorate, higher level learning, or maybe you're becoming a leader in your business and starting to be more of a teacher and a guide, perhaps. Lots of stuff there. Energy healing is in there too, and transformation with that Scorpio vibes too. So you're being able to transform. It's a good time to transform yourself, but it's a good time to transform other people as well. You know, you've got the vibes for that. So that looks cool. Okay, let's get into the astrology. So first thing I want you to write down is the full moon on November 5th. All right. This is a good full moon. It's exalted. The moon loves being in Taurus. So this is good for everybody. But for you, this is a shine on the third house of communications. For some of you, it could be a change in neighborhood. It could be that you're just really, really busy. Lots of texts, lots of invitations. It could be that you are branding yourself in the third house to other people. Maybe it's a rebrand. Um, and it could be too very spiritual in the third house about the divination, like learning about astrology, learning about tarot cards and that sort of like the medium and the psychic stuff as well. Like it could be that for you as, but another thing too that the third house has, it's a lot about your community, your neighbors, and also your siblings. So you might get a lot of maybe some messages about from your siblings in something has being illuminated in that area with your siblings as well. Maybe it's like the you're planning to go on a trip to see them, or they're planning a trip to come see you, or you're just making a lot more phone calls to them now, and something about connecting with the siblings, brothers, sisters, that can be a thing, or cousins sometimes. So that could be a thing too. So that looks cool, but it is a time, it is a really good learning time and for working on communications. Okay, lots of busy communications as well for you Pisces here in November. Okay. Now, some of these communications will be about your work because when Mars moves into Sagittarius on November 5th, write this down. Mars is a very go-go, it's vitality, it's our go-go juice. Okay, Mars, you know, Mars. And it's in moving into Sagittarius, which is expansive. And this is hitting your this is activating, I should say, your 10th house of career, fame, reputation. It could be that you become more famous with foreign people over the pond, different cultures, if you own your own business, for example. And then at your work, it could be that you are rising in some way, maybe getting a promotion. Maybe it's just doing something different in your business. If you own your own business, it's there's a lot for you Pisces about being recognized, and recognized at work for, and maybe rewarded for your works. People are looking at you for guidance. There's good luck there at work for you if you use the Mars, which gives you the energy to be like working on the reputation, working, getting a different job within the organization, or even getting a whole new career job if that's what you'd like. But there's a lot of luck there for you there. So that looks cool. Okay. And there is a lot of energy with your thoughts on your debt. Okay, the eighth house, Mercury's in the eighth house for a while until November 18th. So anyways, you're working on maybe joint finances. It could be thinking about your will, you know, getting that settled. It could be about your investments, thinking and working with your investments, your RSPs, your 401ks, your cryptocurrency, your real estate, stuff like that. Your debt is a big one too, and how do we maybe manage the debt better. There's a lot of financial vibes here for you that you're thinking about, and expanding your horizons, and maybe learning more about money in general, managing money, how to avoid paying more taxes, for example, and all sorts of stuff like that. So that's something to learn more about, right? The financial stuff. Okay. Now, Venus is going to be moving into Scorpio, and that's kind of love and money stuff too. And Venus is bringing you new, she's bringing you gifts. Okay. She's bringing you gifts, Pisces, in your ninth house of expanding your horizon, energy healing, ninth house. She could be giving you the gift of travel, exploration, philosophy, learning new things. It could be that you're helping people transform through energy healing, or transforming yourself through energy healing stuff with the chakras and organite, and all sorts of stuff like with the energy healing as well in that ninth house. And it's a lot about helping you transform your the way you see the world. Your belief systems may be changing in some way. Maybe some of you are changing religions. Like maybe you were a Jehovah's Witness and now you want to be a Catholic. I'm just making stuff up here, but you know what I mean? It could be that. Like changing your religion can sometimes be with this kind of stuff that's happening as well. There's a transformation there in the way you see the world and your belief systems. And there is an optimism here for you in November. If you can capture the optimism and the fun of life, and ignore about all the crap that's going on around the world as best you can, and enjoy your life and make whatever you can in your immediate environment good and as best it can be, and improvements there, you'll be just fine. You also have Jupiter, your ruling planet, Pisces, in Cancer, loves being there till next summer of 2026. Now, this is in your fifth house. So, this is happening for a long time. But Jupiter in your fifth house of fun and children and having the inner child. This is a time where you want to expand your mind in November, Pisces, to the fun factor. What pleases me? What can I learn today? What can I learn today that'll help me? And a lot of it can be too self-development, learning something new that is good for your stuff, like learning about finances, or learning about some kind of book on energy healing, or revisiting any of those kind of things. And then we also have Neptune retrograde in Pisces, your sign, in the first house of identity. So it's like, what are my dreams now as a Pisces? What's going to make me happy? Do I still like my job? Do I still like this? Do I still like that? What else could I do? What could I explore? Right? And you don't have to make any decisions right now, but it's a good time to explore. That ninth house that you're in, for the main theme, ninth house, is a very exploratory, expanding your horizons kind of vibe. So capture that, do things that help you do that. It's going to be really good for your future. Okay. All right. Now let's get into the cards. So we're going to pull some cards from the Power of Eight Chakra Lenormand and Power of Eight Chakra Oracle. All right. So let's do that first. Okay. So we will pull a Lenormand card for you, Pisces, in November, from the Power of Eight Chakra Lenormand. By the way, these cards are available on my website. I forgot to tell you, www.themoontree.org. If you're interested, they do come as a set. All right, let's go. So we knock 3 times and we say, for Pisces in November, what shall we know? What shall we know for Pisces in November? Sometimes I like to sing to the cards. I don't know why. I know I'm a shitty singer, but still. That's okay. It's my channel. I'll do what I want. Okay, here we go, Pisces. The Phoenix rising. See, rising out of the eighth house into the ninth house. This makes so much sense. This is you rising like the phoenix into the light, into new opportunities, into new possibilities that maybe you haven't even thought of. But let yourself believe, let yourself explore, and just even if you're just dreaming about it and wishing for it or thinking what it might be like and picturing that in your mind can be a very good start as well. But this is the Phoenix rising. You are rising into a new way of seeing the world, seeing your life, and how it can go forward in the best way possible, in an optimistic way too. So that's cool. I love that Phoenix rising card. Okay, and so let's pull one now from the Power of Eight Chakra Oracle. Okay, for some chakra vibes. All right, this is for Pisces in November. Some chakra vibes for Pisces in November. I love this card. One of my favorites. I celebrate each step. See, the optimism I was telling you about, having a party about it, right? And enjoying life. And if it's not fun, it's not worth it. And you need to change it. If you hate your job or you hate this or you hate that, well, you got to find what you don't hate. You got to find what you love. And you got to celebrate each step along the way, right? You don't have to change everything today, but at the start of like, planning for a better future is always a great thing to do right now in that ninth house. And communicating and writing about it and journaling about it and experiencing in your mind and the feelings you would get for what makes you happy. And then as you slowly get there or quickly, it's up to you, you celebrate each step along the way and have a party, you know, do something nice for yourself, celebrate it, and have fun in life. Because, like I said before, if it's not fun, it's not worth it. All right. Okay. Now we're going to pull Pisces for you the Tarot of the Enchanted Soul by Yasmin Westwood. I love these cards so much. They're so beautiful. Okay, so here they look like this with the blue. Pisces, you're a water sign. You would love this. And then you've got the gold edging. It's so nice indeed. Okay, let's shuffle and let's knock 3 times. And let's pull a card for Pisces in November. And we get the Lovers card, number 6. Ooh, the Lovers card. So this is about doing what you love, loving your life. We talked about that already, but this can also be a decision card too. The Lovers card is often a decision, and I think in this case, it's making a decision about, you know, the future and the fun factor and the experiences in your life. It could be a decision about going on a trip. The ninth house can often mean going on a long trip. Maybe I want to go to Mexico this year. Maybe I want to go to Paraguay this year. Maybe I want to go to Honduras, like my friend Michelle is going, you know what I mean? Whatever. But it could be that, you know, but it's all the things we love, the Lovers card. You know, if we read the keywords, we would see it's about desire. That was the first keyword she put on there, desire. What are your desires? Okay, Pisces. And that's something we want to explore in that ninth house. Relationships, choice, passion, right? Having the passion of life again. And what do we need to do to get that passion? What does that mean for you, Pisces? It could be romance and union as well. I mean, I do see there's romance for you all the time until next summer with Jupiter and Cancer in your 5th house of romance and kids and playful and joy and all the fun house stuff, right? So, you know, keep that all in mind, the joy, the passion of life, and what do we need to do to get there? Okay, Pisces? If you like this reading, come see me for more at www.themoontree.org. Thanks for joining me today. Please like, subscribe, do all the things, share with your friends if you see a horoscope here, and don't forget to check your moon sign, your rising sign, and your sun sign for 3 horoscopes, all right? I'm Trina, your intuitive guide with a chakra vibe, helping you navigate life's energies. Thanks, Pisces. I love, love, love you. And I'll see you in the next one.